I've heard so many women say that if you are dating a man and you ever feel the need to ask, what are we? What are your intentions with me? If you feel the need to ask, that automatically means that he doesn't like you, because you should be able to tell what his intentions are. You should be able to feel what his intentions are. And I disagree, and here's why. How many of you have ever dated a man where you thought, oh my gosh, this is finally the one. He is so serious about me. We're on the same page. And then something happens and he's like, oh no, I was never serious about us. Oh no, I never wanted a relationship. Oh no, I'm not wanting marriage. Oh no, I never wanted to be official. And then you're left feeling like a complete dummy. Unless you legitimately do not care and you are just having fun. Now, don't lie to yourself and say that you don't care, because a lot of y'all be lying to yourselves and be having this fake ass confidence when you really do want a relationship and you really do want something serious, but you know you're not going to get what you want from this particular man. So you're psyching yourself out and pretending like you don't care when in actuality you do care. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day that I'm probably going to make after this one. So stay tuned. If a relationship is what you want, to eventually be married and have kids, if there's an end goal in sight for you, and again, if that's not what you want, I'm not talking about you, get out of my comment section, I'm gonna block you. But if those things are what you want, you do yourself a great disservice by assuming that that's also what the other person wants. Somebody can make you feel like an absolute queen and prioritize you and call you all the time and return your calls promptly and make you feel safe and secure, and their intention is to not be serious with you and they're actually dating other people. As adults, you guys, we're no longer in high school, okay? As adults communicate with their words. We don't assume things, okay? Never assume what somebody else is thinking or what their motives are. I mean, granted, there's times when you can be like, damn, that was some hateful ass shit you just did. But I digress. I'm not talking about those moments. But in the world of dating, you need to communicate what you're wanting, what your expectations are, and you need to get a clear understanding of what they're what they're expecting, what they're wanting. The words and the actions need to be matchings. I just tried to make that rhyme. I'm just so corny. So he needs to be treating you like a queen and also talking and communicating so that you know that everything is in line and you guys are on the same page. You cannot just assume, oh yeah, he definitely wants to be my girlfriend because he's treating me really well. You can't just assume, oh yeah, he definitely is serious and wants kids and wants to be married one day because he's treating me well. No. What has he said to you? We need both to be in alignment, the words and the actions. This is why a lot of us stay in situationships way longer than we should, because we're spending this whole time thinking, oh man, he took me to Applebee's this weekend, so he must want to be my man. And after he drops you off from that Applebee's date, he gonna go across town and spend time with Sarah, who he actually does like, and you're just a placeholder, or he's not serious about you at all and he's just being nice to you because you're letting him use your car. And if you're afraid to have that particular talk with him, that's a sign that maybe you need to pause on relationships, because you need to be able to talk and be clear about what it is you're wanting. And if you're afraid to do that because you're afraid you might scare them away, first and foremost, you're with the wrong person. Why are you with somebody who you don't feel comfortable enough being honest with and vulnerable with? I don't know about you, but I don't fancy people wasting my time. I understand that tomorrow, the next hour, the next second is not promised to anyone, Our time is the one resource that we can never get back. And it should horrify you at the fact that we as women are so comfortable with allowing these people to waste it, to just waste our time. Some of you guys have been in situationships for years. Some of you have been in relationships for years. Some of you have been in marriages for years, assuming that this person is on the same page with you, and they are nowhere near being on the same page. They ain't even in the same book. So yes, we want to be treated like the queens that we are. We also don't just want a man saying what we want to hear, but the actions don't line up. We need the words and the actions to line up. And we also do not need to assume that because the actions are there, that their intentions and what they're thinking line up with what we are wanting. And as far as the people that are like, well, if you have to ask, then the answer is no. That's not necessarily always true, because not everybody's relationship timelines are on the same wavelength, okay? You might be thinking that you want to be in an official relationship with someone by the end of 1 month. They might be thinking, I need 2 months before I can decide if I want to be in a relationship with somebody, or whatever the case may be, vice versa. It doesn't matter. That's not the point of the video. This is not a discussion about how long it takes to begin an official relationship with somebody. Stay with me. The point is, open your mouth and have the conversation so that you know, so that no time is wasted. I mean, it's one thing if you do all that and they still waste your time. However, you still want to check off the list that you did your due diligence and you at least had the common sense to have the discussion. We can't help that these men be lying and they be scheming and plotting and playing on us, preying on us. But we at least want to say, you know what? Hey, I at least had the conversation. He lied. Oh, well, but I had the confidence enough to at least as much as possible make sure that my time wasn't wasted.